One of the subjects du jour this year has been the business of surveillance, of course, who's watching us and why, and the great debate around whether there is, well, too much Big Brother.
And when it comes to the authorities watching, we've all heard plenty about the GCSB out of the Kim.com case, but what about the good side of surveillance, and is there one at all? Michael Holland went to watch the watchers.
As the festive season draws us to the bright lights, so the unsavoury and downright despicable can occur. This sickening show of thuggery, an unsuspecting couple walking headlong into peril in a central Auckland park, surely what we most fear on a night out. The pack attack caught on screen by one of hundreds of cameras now watching over potential trouble spots in our biggest city.
We are in the business of helping people be safe and feel safe. It's a 24/7 responsibility.
Presiding over that responsibility, eagle-eyed Mark Wigg,
Something will catch your eye and draw you to a particular screen.
who patrols by click and cursor.
I'll do what I like to call my rounds, almost like a cop on the beat, if you like. I can go around and look at those hot spots for signs of sort of dubious behaviour. There's some disorder going on, AKI from cameras just up on your right now.
You've become an expert in body language.
I don't know if I'd say expert, but I certainly think I've become very good at it, and just purely by watching people a lot.
A shifty character is a shifty character.
That's dead right.
The camera control room, a vital link for police units called to incidents like this brazen smash and grab, a laptop gone in an instant.
I can be in a lot of places a lot faster than our police officers. I used to say nothing would surprise me, but every now and then I am still surprised about what I see.
Before the increased use of these eyes on high, a street crime committed in the central city would have required a police patrol to attend to speak to the victim and witnesses to get a description of the offender. Now the cameras may actually have caught the crime in progress and then been able to track the culprit as he flees. Now supposing that's me here in Vulcan Lane near Queen Street, I'm going to have to work exceedingly hard to make myself scarce. I've walked the equivalent of 6 blocks and been in view the whole way. After 4 or 5 minutes, I reckon, fair cop.
In a lot of cases, without the cameras, the offenders would get away.
There will of course be some who are worried, cries of Big Brother.
There'll always be some people who don't like the idea of cameras in public spaces, keeping an eye on a city to help keep it safe. But really, I think that we have, what we're doing is in the best interests of the city and the people who go about their lawful business.
This young man looks to be reasonably intoxicated at the moment. He's just sharing the love, which is all good, and I'm happy that they're happy.
But it could change.
It could change, definitely.
A prominent focus, pub and club goers preloading in the shadows.
This is a back street just off K Road. These 3 guys have been milling around for 2 or 3 minutes now.
If they actually are breaching the alcohol ban, so we will log a job now.
Not the crime of the century, but worth keeping an eye on.
Definitely, definitely.
And as it transpires, rightly so.
They also appear to be snorting some form of drug off the boot of the car.
Do you think those 4 would be surprised to know that they're being watched in that detail?
Possibly. A lot of them, if presented with the video footage, it would hit home. I can remember a lot of incidents where offenders have been looking directly at a camera while committing an offence, and they're almost wondering, I wonder if anyone's watching me, and of course we are.
And in the case of this nastiness, the proof was in the result. The victims running one way towards the safety of police, the offenders heading the other. Thankfully, not fast enough.
The really disturbing part about that's in Myers Park in Auckland, which is a notorious park, or I think it was notorious anyway. 10 to 16-year-olds. 10
They were those
to
attackers you just saw.
16-year-olds. They were the attackers.
And who wouldn't want cameras when you
lots of
see
people.
something like that? Like,
You
how
go
would you
back-
not want it unless you're a thug yourself?
Go back to the election campaign. What was the election
yeah,
campaign?
I
The
remember.
GCSB, too many cameras, too many spies, too many people looking
More
at us.
cameras, the better, if you
I
ask
couldn't
me.
agree more. If you've got nothing to hide, what's your problem?
Yep.